In this tutorial, we'll learn how to make a pie or circle chart from a set of percentages. Our example, we're given this table of percentages and asked to make a pie chart. In the first row, we see that 20% of the students said that math was their favorite subject. So how do we represent that on a pie chart? Well, we recall that a particular portion of a pie chart would be represented in degrees. So how many degrees in each slice of the pie? So we need to convert from percentages to degrees. Now this one would be 20% of what? Well, how many degrees are there in a circle? Right, a circle has a total of 360 degrees. So what is 20% of 360 degrees? Well, 20% becomes 0.20 for our calculations. That is, we divide by 100. And we replace the of with a multiplication. So 0.20 times 360 degrees is, using your calculator, 72 degrees. So let's make an extra column here and we'll call it degrees. And for the subject math, we know that it would be 72 degrees. And we can do the same thing for the other subjects. 40% or 0.40 times 360 degrees is 144 degrees. 30% becomes 0.30 times 360 or 108 degrees. And 10%, 0.10 times 360 or 36 degrees. At this point, we can double check our calculations. 72 plus 144 plus 108 plus 36, we can throw them in a calculator, and it better add up to 360, the total. And it does. So we're confirmed. So we're good and ready to start plotting our subjects onto the pie chart. So let's begin by marking a starting point or a reference line. That is, a line from the center to any edge of the circle. Ours can be horizontal like this. And our next line needs to be drawn at 72 degrees from this reference line. So let's grab our protractor and we align the baseline to our reference here, and then we mark 72 degrees. And we draw another radius, the second border for that segment, and we can label it now as math. From there, let's measure 144 degrees. Again, we align the baseline, then mark 144, and then we draw a second border for our next segment. And we can label that one as science. The next segment is 108 degrees. We'll do the same. Align the baseline, mark the point, and draw our line, and that one is English. And our leftovers will be our socials segment. We can confirm the accuracy of our chart by double checking this last segment. We measure, and yep, 36 degrees. Perfect. We can label it, and now we're finished the pie chart.